you're calling from a rotary
She
dial
said Houston
phone,
Police
remain on the
number
line
slow.
for assistance. Ha llamado la línea de información del Departamento de Policía de la Ciudad de Houston.
Houston Police Department. All call takers are busy at this time. Your call will be answered by the next available call taker in the order it was received.
So they have another strategy now. They have, if they feel that if they have me, these scammers make me have an extensive hold, then I'll hang up. They've been doing this for years. So now everyone's busy. That's another strategy to commit crimes. Before I started uploading, places would have me on hold like 30, 40 minutes, and then I would be on the edge of my seat. They say hello and then hang up. I call again, I hold another 30 or 40 minutes, and they answer. I say, okay, hello, and then they hang up. One place did it 6 times in a row. That was the Social Security Administration and the DOJ and National Domestic Violence Hotline did it. And the FBI, look at those calls. Oh my goodness, that's really something amazing. They hate my guts for reporting law enforcement crimes. It's currently 7:16 a.m. I've been on the phone at one day. I got up at 3 a.m. And then Red Roof Inn, reporting law enforcement crimes, calling domestic violence organizations, and essentially law enforcement behaves like a sadistic ex or a sadistic lover. So chronically their abuse, they came on their own, tried to set me up. When they didn't want to take the fall for their crime, they demanded that Red Roof Inn slander me, and then assaulted and arrested me.
So what are you reporting?
Yes, I don't know what to do, ma'am. You said your name is Melissa?
Melissa.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, I'm trying to flee a domestic violence crisis, and multiple jurisdictions have came to interrupt me from getting help to flee abuse they're enlisted in. They just came to the location I'm staying at and demanded that someone left. And they also did this at a domestic violence organization. They demanded the organization not help me to flee abuse they're enlisted in. They've came on their own multiple different times to remove me from locations getting help, and have even assaulted me and taken my freedom.
Who has assaulted you and taken away your freedom?
I have a YouTube channel. Can I give it to you and you can see it for yourself?
No. I can't just sit here and look at a YouTube video.
Oh, I thought it was a crime that you didn't. What was your name? What was your name?
Melissa.
Are you a dispatcher?
Melissa, again, my name is Melissa, Melissa.
Is there a particular reason why everyone I come in contact with is furious because I'm trying to flee abuse?
Can I speak?
I was speaking, ma'am. That's kind of rude. I was actually speaking, and then you were interrupted me, and that's everyone does it, ma'am.
Are we gonna go back and forth?
I just thought it was peculiar that I was speaking and you slandered me and said, "Am I going to let you speak like everyone else does?" This random call to the police department. So you want to speak during my report?
When you're done.
Okay, if you're demanding to speak during my report, everyone does it. So okay, do you need to talk to me during my report? Go ahead, ma'am. CPS did it.
Where did the disturbance occur at?
I was telling you, this happened in Garland. It happened multiple jurisdictions. They can't
What's the address?
New Beginnings in Garland.
Did any of them happen in Houston?
I'm just getting feedback, ma'am, because everyone I have ever met has tried to conceal these crimes.
Did any of them occur in Houston? Yes or no?
Is there a particular reason why? I thought intimidating someone and doing reports. I just thought intimidating someone doing reports was misconduct.
So if you had an incident that occurred in a different jurisdiction, you need to contact those.
I'm not able to speak, ma'am. You don't know where it happened. You don't know where it happened, ma'am. Where did they tell you it happened? Where did they tell you I was giving you a paper trail? Yeah, I can't tell you. But what they tell you before I place the call, you don't know where it happened.
And I can give you the number to family violence if you'd like.
This is a police department?
This is not a police department. This is a call center, ma'am. We assist officers in calls for reports. So do you want to make a report?
So if I call, did they give me the wrong number for the police department?
Do you want to speak to a police station?
Yeah, well, I'm just trying to get clarity. So calling the police department, what did I call?
In the city limits of Houston? You called the call center for Houston Police.
Okay, so yes, I'm in Houston, but I'm just
in the city limits of Houston? What's your address?
I'm homeless. I don't have one.
So where do you want to meet with an officer?
I wanted to talk one over the phone.
Okay, stay on the line.
They try to deflect when they get caught in crimes.
Patrol
Officer Reyes. I may assist you today.
You're Reyes?
Houston Police Department Central Patrol.
Yeah, I don't know what to do because a lot of people can't hear me and they're not muted. You can't hear?
I can hear you.
And you're Reyes?
I'm sorry?
I'm sorry, YouTube? Are you Reyes?
This is Officer Araiza.
How do you spell that?
Araiza.
And your badge number.
8115. Who am I speaking with?
My name is Kiana Clark.
So how can I help you?
Yes, I don't know what to do because multiple jurisdictions of law enforcement hasn't been held accountable for their criminal activity. And I believe it's a threat to public safety. And everyone I have ever met has bullied and violated me for wanting to flee it. And left me trapped in it almost a decade. So I can't press charges against law enforcement that repeatedly break the law and endanger my safety and others. It has been an impossibility. So you, as being law enforcement, do you think that police that commit crimes will ever receive charges? Period.
Well, on that, ma'am, you can have to talk to Internal Affairs.
Because this is what I've been getting. So how is it that when George Floyd was being murdered, they were able to call 911 and report crimes that endangered safety that the police department was committing? How is it that they got results, but for me, it's been impossible 10 years?
All right, ma'am. Again, how can I help you? This is the front desk on.
But I know, it appears to be a double standard. So if someone has to call 911 on the police like they did with George Floyd, it can't be done?
I'm sure it can.
Okay, well, that's what I'm trying to get insight because I've never seen it. Because I've had to call 911 on the police and got tickets and was arrested.
Okay.
So how is it that when George Floyd was being murdered, I'm just trying to get clarity so I know how to protect myself from the police because I never knew. Because they come and remove me, assault me, and violate me and demand that people not help me flee abuse that they're enlisted in. It's a safety risk for me, a safety concern. So my question is, how is it when they were able to say, look, this man is being murdered, and then they dispatched out to help help someone flee law enforcement? But I've never seen that help. So where's the disconnect on how they were able to get help from law enforcement and I can't?
Stop. You didn't read the whole George Floyd case. Did you read the case itself from the FBI?
We're deflecting on the fact that I just simply want to know how to protect myself from police that terrorize me and enlist others to do the same.
Call 911, ma'am.
That's not helping. So call 911 to protect myself against law enforcement that are breaking the law. I've been doing that. They give me tickets. I've been arrested. I've already tried that. It didn't work. That's not a good option. How do we get someone to govern law enforcement that refuses to abide by the law?
Well, man, that's what the congressmen and representatives do.
Okay, so reach out to the congressmen and representatives to help give the law enforcement accountability for their criminal activity. But there's no immediate response that for law enforcement that endangers someone's safety outside of 911.
Yes, ma'am. That's the congressmen and your representatives make all the laws governing what the police department can and cannot do. So if you contact your congressman,
but there's no really immediate remedy to get someone to govern law enforcement. There's not a quicker remedy if someone's safety is at risk.
Well, Internal Affairs does that for the Houston Police Department.
Well, what they do when I call Internal Affairs, it's already pre-bought and controlled, and what they're doing is they're using intimidation tactics and bullying me and slandering me as a strategy to set me up and conceal their crimes. So when I ask for Internal Affairs, I'm not really able to speak. To let you know what the problem of it is, it appears that everyone I have ever called was trying to conceal crimes and blame me for it. So, but when I call Internal Affairs, I've asked for Internal Affairs, and they dispatch someone out, demand dispatch for Internal Affairs investigations that never happen. And then they take reports that I believe they're throwing in the trash. And then they try to tamper with evidence and give me old report numbers. Multiple jurisdictions have done it. They have never surfaced. So my question of it is, if they're trying to bully, violate, and mistreat me as a strategy to keep me from reporting crimes like multiple different departments have done, I just want to know how to protect myself against that because it repeatedly keeps happening. And I don't see these people getting accountability. outside of the one person that I know was arrested, Diane Hammer of Hillsborough. So the only thing that I'm requesting,
I
yeah.
don't know what that has to do with Houston.
Well, where'd they tell you I was located?
I have not a clue where you're located.
Well, why would you say you don't know what that has to do with Houston?
Well, you're doing other cases around the United States. It has nothing to do with Houston.
Oh, you don't collectively get all evidence? I thought not doing so was criminal.
That one works. Wow. I don't understand what you need, ma'am.
Okay, so reporting crimes being committed by the police department, you don't understand what I need as law enforcement?
Yes, ma'am. You need to contact Internal Affairs, ma'am. That's all.
But I'm not about call for questions, and I don't know why everywhere I've called all these years is covering for crimes that really doesn't benefit me. And like I said, I don't know why police demanded that I not talk to my providers and threaten my arrest for trying to use my phone.
Okay, ma'am. Like I said, Internal Affairs.
So you deny me, and why? Can you express why everywhere I've called has denied me help? In a lot of locations, doing it is criminal.
Because if you have a complaint against a police officer,
I'm just trying to get a strategy, but I just really don't understand why no one has given me any kind of strategies to get out of abuse that law enforcement is enlisted in, and why you perceive that I wasn't from Houston.
Like I explained to you, you need to do another 1,200 travels, make a formal complaint against a police officer, and then
But that's not really. I would like a faster response. So if the police is actively committing a crime, you call 911. And back to, we're deflecting on the fact, we're deflecting, it appears that you're covering for it, sir. So when you said that I need to talk to Internal Affairs, this location dispatches out sheriffs to intimidate me and bully me. I'm not able to express the crimes that they're committing. If you are saying that I need to report it to Internal Affairs, they won't let me speak. And it appears that law enforcement is actually trying to conceal their crimes year after year. In all the jurisdictions that I call, you do need to know the misconduct and criminal activity of this department. So what they're doing, each question that I have, they're demanding dispatch out for anything calling. And I said, well, I don't want people, sheriffs being dispatched out. They demand it anyway. Then they had the location I live strategize or put out because they kept coming on their own. And then they alter videos. They're altering videos to help set cover up and commit crimes. They're altering words in my uploads to YouTube. But you can't, okay, we're in this, okay, let's just break this down. Is there anyone that I can call, any number that you know of anyone in this country that is not going to cover for crimes being committed to me? Do you have any knowledge of anywhere in the United States of America, anyone that I can call that is not going to be covering for my abuse? Because I haven't seen it.
Again, I do not have an answer, ma'am.
So law enforcement, do you think that that's a threat to safety if you don't know anyone that's not crooked?
Well, hang on, ma'am.
As being law enforcement.
Are you going to let me speak, or are you just going to keep on talking over me?
I just don't know why I have to be slandered and violated for you guys to get off, but if that's what you've gotten away with 10 years.
Ma'am, are you going to let me speak, or are you going to keep on talking over me?
If that's how you can sleep at night, whatever, I don't know what's happening. It keeps happening.
Again, ma'am, are you going to let me speak, or are you going to keep on talking over me? Hello?
I don't know why you're not speaking. No one's talking. I don't know what's happening with you.
Well, every time I try to say something, again, you interrupt me. Every time I do something, you interrupt me. I can't speak
It's a
because
script.
you're interrupting me.
Yeah, you can see it for yourself.
I'm sorry?
I'm sorry, you too?
Yes, man. The people that you keep on talking referring to, you need to call the sheriff's department. This is the police department. They're two different entities. So you have an issue with police over there. That's the sheriff's department's jurisdiction.
Who told you it was the sheriff's department jurisdiction?
I'm sorry?
Can you express to me who told you it was the sheriff's department jurisdiction? I call Houston.
Well, is the sheriff's department showing up at your location?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I have no clue what you're talking about.
Right. I think there's a disconnect. If I call Houston, then I'm seeking information with Houston. What I'm trying to inform you is that do you know anyone on this planet that is not crooked and will cover for crimes? That's what I wanted to know. And you had to deflect and distract and then tell me that I was talking while you were talking as a strategy, a prearranged script to punish me for trying to flee abuse.
The only answer I have for you is to call your congressman or representative.
To flee
Okay,
abuse?
fair enough.
So I'm calling the police department. If a woman is trying to flee for her life, I think that you guys are crooked because I think that it's misconduct. Someone told me before my calls even got even more strange that you're supposed to place a woman in a safe environment. If a woman needs to leave an environment
Okay,
that's
ma'am.
unsafe, law enforcement is supposed to strategize and send her to organizations and shelters. But since you guys are all taking bribes, you lie and slander and scam that it just can't be done. So
Okay,
I'm
ma'am.
calling
Like
law
I said,
enforcement and nobody will give me resources, period. Even the domestic violence organizations. So
okay, well,
so I'm asking for
ma'am.
resources and you're
Okay.
blaming me for the fact that you're not giving them to me? He has to get his money's worth. Is that what's happening? Like he's been years? So since he set up for this location to put me out, you have to demand that I stay in it. So am I going to be for getting threatened outside like I've been doing?
Again, ma'am, I don't know who you are, so why would I threaten you?
Well, the bottom line of it is if I'm calling law enforcement and they're committing crimes, leaving me in my abuse like they do year after year and trying to scam that they're not committing crimes, if I'm begging and pleading with you, I have a pen in my hand for resources calling the police department because I've never seen the help.
All right, ma'am. All I can tell you is call internal affairs, and that's it.
Calling internal affairs to flee abuse? That's when someone is beat up and bruised and abused and calling the police department. You tell her to call internal affairs to flee abuse and cover for the abuser? Again?
If you're unhappy with the satisfied, ma'am, if you're unhappy with the satisfaction,
So you're refusing to give me any kind of strategy like the lady that left yesterday, her law enforcement demanded shouldn't even know she was here. Demanded that she left. So you're demanding that I have no resources to flee abuse calling law enforcement. If no one will help me, including law enforcement, what kind of safety risk is that for me? Because it keeps happening.
I'm going to have to let you go. I got other calls to come. Holding.
He claims he's Houston.
All right, have a good day, ma'am.
The National Domestic Violence Hotline wouldn't help, but I think, like I said, I think a red flag is why they got threatened and threatened my arrest for trying to report this to my provider.